what he can do and nothing else. These beautiful and inspiring words are given by our great leader. A very good morning to the Excellencies, our respected Principal Ma'am, our Chief Guest, teachers and everyone present here. As we all know, we have gathered here today on this beautiful occasion to celebrate someone brave and bright. I, Ms. Akita Rathos, will be your host for this morning.
There is nothing new to teach the world. Truth and non-violence are as old as hills. A very warm and cherished morning to our respected management, our most honorable chief guest, Hassan Choudhury sir, our president DPS Alliance Group, our beloved principal, Mrs. Neetu Bakshi, our teaching fraternity, parents and my dear students. I take this immense pleasure on this auspicious day to address all. I, Preetham Vincent, extend a warm welcome to all of you to grace this occasion to honor the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Thank you.
Call upon our man who doesn't need any introduction and is known among all of us for her wisdom and knowledge. You have motivated us by being a living example by sharing your expertise and knowledge. I would now request our dear Meenal ma'am to say a few words.
A very good morning to all attending today's program and welcome to our chief guest, School President Mr. Hassan Choudhury. As we all know that we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti every year on October 2nd, which is the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation. The whole country pays tribute to him on this day, remembering all that he did for the achievement of India's freedom. We recall his principles of non-violence, which he used during the freedom struggle. Let me mention here that 2nd of October is also celebrated internationally as the International Day of Non-Violence because of being a preacher of non-violence throughout his life. 2nd of October was declared as International Day of Non-Violence by the United Nations General Assembly on 15th of June in 2007 so that we can always remember Bapu as a symbol of peace and truth. My dear students, we have a lot to learn from the life of Gandhiji. His principles of truth and non-violence teach us a lot about leading life with honesty. I would like to share one of his great sayings that live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. I'm incredibly proud to say that our students at DPS Monarch are already on this path. And on Gandhi Jayanti, our Monarchians have prepared some cultural programs showcasing the teaching of Gandhi. Let's have a good and enjoyable morning on this special occasion. Jai Hind, thank you.
It gives us great pleasure to have our most valued Honorable Chief Guest, Hassan Choudhury sir, in our midst. I extend my warm welcome to him and I request him to address the gathering. So let's put our hands together to welcome our chief guest.
2nd October is the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is called in India as the father of the nation because Gandhi was very instrumental in getting the freedom from the British rule, but not by fighting, but with the theory of non-violence. And that non-violence theory is now become a lesson for the entire world. We should also try to have this non-violence and avoid all type of fighting and follow the Gandhiji guidelines to maintain India's unity in diversity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Choudhury sir and Principal ma'am, for your colorful, glorifying and inspiring speech.
Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, a freedom fighter, civil rights activist, an advocate, and the father of our nation, was a torchbearer of non-violent movement. harmony, and brotherhood. His beautiful words, "My life is my message," has inspired many across the world. There is not even a single country in the whole world where the name Mahatma Gandhi is not known. He dedicated his whole life to the service of India and humanity, the chief advocate of non-violence. His life was his big message, since he gave up a lot more than anyone else. It is totally impossible to put into words 78 years of his life. So let's have our dear students of DPS Monarch School to give a tribute to him.
Now I welcome the little monarchians of the primary wing who are all set for a group song performance.
देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू। देश मेरे मेरी शान
Wow, that was a wonderful, stunning performance by our primary leader. Let us give them a huge round of applause.
Wow, wasn't that a beautiful and breathtaking performance? You must be the change you want to see in the world. How often do we hear that and understand that change truly begins with us? We can do nothing impactful if we don't make changes in our lives. To throw some light on the same, we have our enthusiastic kids from kindergarten to put up a short but a beautiful performance. So let us have a round of applause for them.
Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869. We fondly call him the father of the nation and Bapu. The title Mahatma was given to him in South Africa in 1940. He was an advocate and author, a politician, and a social activist. Gandhi's main teachings are non-violence, truth, and love with all mankind. Wishing you a happy Gandhi Jayanti.
The so-called mass starting in 1835, Indians were imposed tax on salt. The tax raised the price on Indian salt and made it difficult for the poor people. Gandhiji and many others found the imposition of salt tax unfair. They decided to protect them. He said next to air and water, salt is the greatest necessity of life. Gandhi organized a salt march from Gandhi Ashram in Ahmedabad to the seaside village of Gandhi. It started on 12th of March 1930. We know them as freedom fighters. Thousands of people from all over India joined the march. He showed that by working together, even if each one is small and powerless as a grain of salt, can make an enormous difference. Jai Hind!
Wow, that was a wonderful performance by our budding roses, our stepping stones. Let us all give them a big round of applause. The essence of our school is such that it inspires us to do always something new each day. Now I call upon our secondary students to give their vibrant speech.
दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल. Good morning everyone. I'm Aditi Sinha from class 8D and today I'm going to be giving a speech on Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhi Jayanti is such an auspicious occasion which reminds us of one of the greatest moments of the history of India. More than the birth of Mahatma Gandhi on the 2nd of October, it is a day when a great freedom fighter had born, who did not only fight for the freedom of India, but also brought it for us. He was such a great leader who did not experience the sovereignty in India that he carried for the Indians. He is the father of the nation, and his principal teachings will always help in building a more realistic civilization. We can never forget the efforts of Mahatma Gandhi for the freedom of India due to his movements like Champaran Satyagraha, non-cooperation movement, salt movement, and many more. To celebrate his birthday, celebratory activities, cultural events, and special prayer sessions take place in India. Rajghat in Delhi, Mani Bhavan in Mumbai, and Sevagram Ashram in Wardha are the favorite places for tourists to visit on this preposterous day. Gandhi ji breathed his last breath on 30th January 1948 when he was assassinated by Nathram Godse. He rests today at Rajghat in New Delhi, and thousands of respects are paid in the forms of breath and singing his favorite song, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. On this day, let us pledge ourselves to follow the path of the legacy he left behind and lead our lives in reconciliation and harmony. Thank you.
मन में थी अहिंसा बस, तन पर सिर्फ लंगोट बस। वतन की राह में सब कुछ लूटा है, सभी को अमृत दिया, संघर्ष का जहर खुद ने दिया। माननीय प्रधानाचार्य श्री, अध्यापकगण और मेरे प्रिय दोस्तों, आप सभी को पूर्वा पटेल का प्रणाम। अब तो आप जान ही गए होंगे कि मैं किनके बारे में बात करने वाली हूँ। जी हाँ, मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी, यानी कि हम सबके बापू। गांधी जी का जन्म 2 अक्टूबर 1869 को गुजरात के छोटे से शहर पोरबंदर में हुआ था। पेशे से वह एक वकील थे। उन्होंने अपनी कानून की डिग्री इंग्लैंड से ली और वकीलात दक्षिण अफ्रीका में की। वे सच्चाई और हिंसा के पुजारी थे। अपने पूरे जीवन भर भारत की स्वतंत्रता के लिए अंग्रेजी शासन के खिलाफ पूरे धैर्य और हिम्मत के साथ लड़ते रहे। इसलिए तो कहते हैं, गोरों की ताकत बांधी थी वो तो गांधी वाली आंधी। तत्कालीन समय में भी हम देख सकते हैं कि कई सारे देशों में हिंसात्मक संघर्ष हो रहे हैं और ऐसे दृश्य हमें विचलित कर देते हैं। इसलिए यहाँ पर गांधी जी सच साबित हो रहे हैं। अहिंसा परमो धर्म। आज भी नई दिल्ली के राजघाट पर बापू को पूरे मान और सम्मान के साथ उनका मन पसंदीदा गाना रघुपति राघव राजा राम को जाकर श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित की जाती है। अंत में मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी, सच्चाई का लेकर शस्त्र, अहिंसा का ले अस्त्र। बापू ने देश बचाया, गोरों को दूर भगाया। आओ चढ़ाए प्रेम सुमन, बापू को करे सत सत। गांधी जयंती की आप सबको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं।
Wow, that was truly beautiful. I think our audience would like to see something else. Why not call our students from the primary section to put up a beautiful performance for all of us?
बापू की बातों का है केवल इतना सार, चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। हो दुश्मन सामने तो ना करना कोई वार। हर एक बड़ी मुश्किल का भी देखो हल है प्यार। चलो प्यार की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। चलो प्यार की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। हिंसा नहीं अहिंसा है विकास का आधार। बापू के हर सपने को कर आओ हम साकार। चलो अमन की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। चलो अमन की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। हो सादा जीवन हाजी ऊंचे हो सदा विचार। कोई गैर नहीं दुश्मन, दुश्मन तो है मन के विकार। चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। बापू की बातों का है केवल इतना सार। अरे बापू की बातों का है केवल इतना सार। चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार। चलो सच की राह पे तो तुम आप ही लग जाओगे पार।
Wow, that was a wonderful stunning performance by our primary women. Let us give them a huge round of applause. As we have come to the end of this program, I take this privilege to propose my special vote of thanks to our honorable chief guest, Hassan Chowdhury sir, who has spent his busiest time gracing this occasion. A special thanks to our beloved principal, Mrs. Neenal Bakshi, and I also contribute and acknowledge the untiring efforts of the teaching fraternity, parents, and my dear students to grace this occasion and made it a grand success. Thank you all once again. Jai Hind.